Hey everyone, and welcome to a news flash episode of NFI Hammer. I haven't done one of these before, but I've uncovered an insane deal to get your hands on 5 Games Workshop miniatures at an absolutely insane price. And I kind of felt ethically obligated to kind of share this information with as many people as possible. So if you like Necrons and building a Necron army like me, or you just want any kind of cool looking miniatures at a really good price, or if you like Primaris, Space Marines, Sisters of Battle, or Adeptus Mechanicus, there's, great deals as well. But this video I'm specifically focusing on Necrons because the amount of savings is just astronomical. Let's just quickly talk about the 5 models that I'm talking about in particular in this video. I'll do this really quickly, feel free to skip ahead if you don't care, but I just think there's some absolutely banger units in here that's worth talking about. The first is the Skorpek Lord. So this guy looks pretty awesome, he looks pretty beefy, and it would actually really well pair with my Skorpek destroyers that he can lead. He has this lethal hits ability, which some people say is bad because it doesn't trigger devastating wounds, but anyway, he just seems pretty awesome. The next one we have is the Plasmancer, and this guy apparently is the worst of all of the Mancers in the Necron army, but he looks absolutely fun to paint. I think the way he's kind of hunched over and has floating from the ground gives him really dynamic pose, so super excited to paint him. The Crypto Thralls are super amazing in the tabletop apparently. Basically you can add these two to any existing kind of unit and it becomes part of the bodyguard, but it gives that Feel No Pain 4, which just has a huge ability to shrug off damage, as well as adding an additional 4 wounds to your giant Necron blob of 20 warriors or 10 immortals. So that seems absolutely a game changer. But the creme de la creme of units is this Canoptic Reanimator. So I don't know if you've watched the video, check it out if you haven't, but for getting 300 subscribers, I painted a Canoptic Doomstalker, and it was really fun to paint, and it's a massive, massive unit. This is basically the same thing, but it, rather than, blasting with a giant cannon on its back, it gives this aura for 12 inches that helps reanimate nearby Necron units. So absolutely amazing unit. So you can get all 5 of these for $4 each. And when I say dollars, I'm meaning dollary dues because I'm in Australia. But you can actually get this anywhere, in Europe, USA, UK, if you're lucky enough to find it. So to kind of put this in comparison of how much you're saving with this particular deal compared to some of the other ones that I've talked about in my other videos, I've created this little chart here. So you can see that, for the Necron Overlord that I painted, I saved $11 by doing this deal. For Tomb Blades, I saved $26. Immortals, $45. Destroyers, which is my most recent Necron video, check it out if you haven't seen it, $77. So we're talking massive dollary-do savings. But this particular one is a saving of $173. That's the saving, not the price. That's absolutely insane. So how do you do it? So I've talked about it in pretty much every one of my videos, but there's this magazine that you can get called the Warhammer 40,000 Imperium magazine. And in Australia, it's $20 per issue. And occasionally it will come out with models. Sometimes it's paints, sometimes it's paintbrush. But the ones that have the models in it sometimes have absolutely banger savings. And it's definitely worth the money. So this one is issue 50, so it's easy to remember. It's a big milestone of 50, and it comes with the entire Necron court. And these models only were available in the Indomitus box, and you can get this separately, but it's kind of sold out everywhere. But if you're lucky enough to get your hands on this issue 50, you can get it for $20 dues. So I recommend, calling up your local news agents, seeing if they have any available or if they can order it in. You can also check eBay and see if someone is selling a copy for hopefully not the full price of the Royal Court box. And then this is the best, most reliable mechanism. So if you go to Warhammer 40,000 Imperium.com, it'll redirect you to the publisher's website for your country. So like Hatchet Partworks is the Australian one. And you can subscribe for 4 issues at a time, which is $80. And they'll actually send it to your house. And at the moment of filming, you can actually start your subscription on issue 40, 44, 48, 52, and 56. So like every 4. So what you want to do is make sure you subscribe before issue 50. So 40, 44, or 48. And that way, when issue 50 gets delivered, you can secure this amazing deal. But like I said, this same technique works. If you just want interesting models to paint, or if you like Space Marines, Sisters of Battle, and Adeptus Mechanicus, you can kind of get an entire combat patrol box for around $60, which is, a huge saving. They kind of retail for around $243 if you buy it from the Games Workshop website. Obviously, you can get it cheaper if you go to other places, but it's still like the most efficient way of getting models if you can secure it. And if you don't like models, or you don't like Games Workshop models, there's still terrain pieces that you can get at a discounted price. So you can get these called Ruin Manufactoriums for $20 a pop, which is about half price. Or you can get these really cool armored crates and ammo boxes, and they're $20 a pop, whereas you're kind of spending a bit more, probably $32 a pop if you buy it retail. So even if you're, just wanting to pick up some cheap terrain, it's definitely recommended. Anyway, I just thought I'd share this information because it's time sensitive and try and get the news out there about this amazing deal. Hopefully scalpers don't watch this video and try and snap up the copies. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you've stuck around this far, consider leaving a like or a subscribe, or give me some comments on what you thought of the video below. I really appreciate all the feedback that I get. This week I've been actually busy painting some of my pile of shame. So for the 6 months that I've been in this hobby, I've managed to keep my pile of shame to a minimum. But the couple of the terrain videos I did earlier, I only painted one set of terrain to show the video and I didn't do the others. But now I've started playing some games of Warhammer. It looks really weird having it unfinished, so I've gone back and I've tried to finish them up. But I'm also working on my Leviathan box, and I've got some cool Necrons, as well as this new Royal Court, so I'm going to be very, very busy. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.